Hello there, I'm Lloyd Evans. Welcome to the bunker. It's time for another voicemail. Today's voicemail is from Elizabeth. Let's listen to what Elizabeth has to say.
Hey Lloyd, my name is Elizabeth, and I reach out for a couple of reasons. One, to express my gratitude for the work that you're doing. I think you all in the XJW community, holding each other up, lifting each other up, shining on a light on JW and what they're doing, and creating a space for those that have walked away or have been disfellowshipped and shunned. Um, where they can feel seen and heard, and be in community with others who have the same experiences. It's just so important. It's so important just to being a human, and it's so loving what you all are doing, and that's beautiful. Um, I'm currently in a Bible study, which I'm going to end today. I've been in a Bible study for the last 8 months or so, and it's with a friend of mine who I've known since I was 12. And, we lost contact for a few years, and then we found one another again about 8 years ago and then she told me she was a JW now. And off the rip, it was, I want to offer you a Bible study. Do you want a Bible study? Um, and I was always like, no, 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 no. She tried to initially show me what was in the Teach Us book, and I was like, nope, 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 nope. And over the years, it's been no, I'm good. And then 8 months ago, she offered another Bible study just to show me what was in the Bible, so that I know what's there, so that I know. And I thought, okay, I'm a deeply spiritual person. I have my own spiritual practice. I do believe that I am a person of faith, so I do believe that there's something greater, that there's a creator. And uh, I thought, maybe this will help deepen and strengthen my spirituality. I'm a person in long-term recovery from substance use disorder, and the beautiful thing about that, is that in some recovery spaces, you're just allowed to find your own higher power, and it is personal to you, and so that leaves you a lot of space to find meaning in other ways, so I can find something in the Bible, or I can find something in the Tao Te Ching, or I can find whatever. And so I thought, okay, and no pressure, and just telling me what's in the Bible, okay. And on and off, it's been kind of fun. We've been doing it twice a week for 8 months. And here and there, I felt pressured, and I've said it. I'm very honest, and I've said it like, y'all, come on now. But over the last month or so, it's just been like, whoa, you know, like the hate. You need to hate what Jehovah hates. Jehovah is a jealous God. um, the sort of like, you need to believe that the Bible is 100% accurate, or that we're getting there to get to the point where you believe that the Bible is 100% accurate, or just this pressure. And I can see it, like I can feel the indoctrination, in the sense of like, I'm like, I've from the beginning, I've seen it, the way the questions have been laid out, the way the videos have been laid out, all that. And I'm just like, okay. So what I would do is I would go to Bible study, and then I would go to my own spiritual books and be like, okay, how does this align? How is there ways in which this aligns? But now the pressure of needing to be this thing is so strong, mixed with them saying we're not pressuring you. And yet a relationship with Jehovah is conditional, and you have to, and just wow. And now I fully see it. And so the last few weeks I've been like, I can feel what they're trying to do to me. I can sense it even within the music, the way the chords play. And even I've gone to one or two um meetings, and just looking at them like, my God, y'all are brainwashed, in the sense of like, you don't look like you're even there, you know? And also just the patriarchal nature of all of it, the misogyny, the sexism, anyway, you already know, better than I do. But starting to like do some more research outside of JW, and just being like, oh my gosh, this is what this is. This is a cult, and just being like, I can't do this, you know, I need to go back to, to only what was working for me. And so anyway, long story short, I'm just grateful for you and what you're doing, and the YouTube videos. Actually, I was talking to our mutual friend Lydia Harrell a couple of days ago about it, and just like, thank you, because it's helped make this decision easier, even though it's still going to be challenging because I do care for my friend. But I can't do it. I just can't do it. So anyway, thank you.
My absolute pleasure, and what a fantastic message. I think this will be a real shot in the arm to many of my viewers who are currently Jehovah's Witnesses, perhaps PMO, physically and mentally out. Certainly many who are former Jehovah's Witnesses. It's nice to see, evidence that people are realizing this. And you didn't need my videos or XJW content to come to these realizations. You did it yourself. For me, it's so reassuring to know that it's not just me. It's not just my viewers, perhaps, who see how overtly manipulative this is. The people, the target audience for this propaganda are seeing it too. They wanted to hook you in with this stuff, and it didn't work. It works, I suppose, in the minds of the writers when they're concocting the Enjoy Life Forever book, which is, I assume, what you were studying. I think you referred to, was it the teacher's book to begin with, and then maybe they transitioned you over to the Enjoy Life Forever book, I'm guessing, because you do mention videos. The Enjoy Life Forever book is just a whole new level of delusion and self-indulgence, really. That's the only word I can think of, in just assuming that such overtly manipulative material is going to wash, is just going to be persuasive. And it isn't. It's persuasive when you're already in, and when you're already indoctrinated, and when it's your job to go out and convert other people. At least in your case, the target audience are going to reject it, it seems. And again, this is so encouraging. Hopefully, you're just the tip of the iceberg, because we're talking about a book that's only been released a few months ago, and already I'm getting voicemails, and this is a fairly old voicemail, by the way, I might add. I'm responding to it a bit late. But already I'm getting voicemails from people saying, you know what, I quit my Bible study. This stuff is just so coercive. I can feel myself being indoctrinated. I can feel myself being manipulated. I want out. So I had, even though there wasn't a question in the voicemail, and typically I like to respond to questions, I just had to share this with my viewers. It's lovely that you referenced Lydia, who is, like you say, a mutual friend. For those of you who don't know, Lydia was the singer for Our Joy Is Being Free, for that music video that I did at the end of the last year's convention rebuttals. So please check out that video if you haven't done so already, and then you will immediately know who Lydia is. And I would just say as well, I mean, obviously by now you will already have quit the Bible study, but I think there's something to be said for, and I'm sure you will do this, for doing it as firmly but as kindly as possible. I mean, it's absolutely your call to end the study. It's the right decision, obviously. There's clearly scope to do it in a very unkind way. But if you do it in a kind way, and in such a way that kind of indicates that if ever they have questions, or if ever they want to drill down into your reasons for quitting, you would be happy to have a two-way conversation, as long as it's a two-way conversation, as long as it's not just them preaching to you. I think there's some merit in, when you do quit a Bible study, doing it in such a way where they realize that there is an escape route open to them through you. Because you have to remember that depending on how long someone is in the Jehovah's Witness religion, they don't really have that many escape routes. They don't really have that many channels through which they could reach out to someone and have honest conversations about what their beliefs are from the perspective of someone who has been exposed to them. So I don't know how that conversation went, but based on how lovely and kind you were in the message, I'm sure that will have been the tone of your conversation. But once again, thank you so much for a very uplifting, encouraging, motivating voicemail. Viewers, ex-Jehovah's Witness activism is really working. It's making a difference. And it's making a difference in large part because Jehovah's Witnesses don't realize how obviously manipulative their materials are. But that's all I have to share with you. Don't forget that if you would like to leave a voicemail, the thing to do is go to speakpipe.com/Cedars, remembering to indicate clearly if you don't want me to broadcast your message. But that's all we have time for. Please do subscribe to the Lloyd Evans channel for more such videos. And as always, thank you for watching.